be about Introduction to Financial Management. After this lesson, you are expected to explain the major role of financial management and the different individuals involved. A. Define finance and financial management. B. Explain the major role of financial management and the different individuals involved. C. Identify the primary activities of financial manager. And D. Describe how the financial manager helps in achieving the goal of the organization. Let me share you. Gitman and Zuter, 2012. Finance can be defined as the science and art of managing money. At the personal level, finance is concerned with individuals' decisions about how much of their earnings they spend, how much they save, and how they invest their savings. In a business context, finance involves the same types of decisions: how firms raise money from investors, how firms invest money in an attempt to earn a profit, and how they decide whether to reinvest profits in the business or distribute them back to investors. Let us have the concepts. Finance is a process that includes raising money or resources and allocating them effectively and efficiently to achieve the firm's goals or objectives. Financial management, the study of investment, and the study of institutions and markets. According to Kayanan and Borja, 2017, financial management deals with decisions that are supposed to maximize the value of shareholders' wealth. Additional concepts. Investors buy stocks because they want something in return. Financial management includes planning, organizing, controlling, and directing to acquire and utilize the funds or resources effectively and efficiently. Finance manager should be according to plan. It should be organized, controlled, monitored. Now we are discussing about sources of finance. Internal source of finance does not increase the debts of the business, like profit, savings, and sale of unwanted assets. External source of finance is provided by people or institutions outside the business that creates debt and requires payment, like loans. The corporate organization structure. Shareholders elect the board of directors. Board of directors is the highest position in a corporation. Some of their responsibilities are providing direction of the company, setting the policies on investments, approving the company's strategies, goals, and budgets, appointing and removing members of the top management. President supervises the company's operations and ensures that the strategies are well executed and planned. She also performs all areas of management such as planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, and evaluating. Vice President for Sales and Marketing are formulating business strategies and plans, directing and coordinating sales, making environmental scanning or research that will allow the company to increase sales, or identifying new market opportunities, analyzing and assessing the effectiveness and efficiency of the plans, methods and strategies applied, and establishing a good relationship with customers and distributors. Vice President for Fortex Addict Administration is responsible for the coordination of the different departments, providing assistance to the other department by determining the staff needed and assisting other departments in hiring employees and in payroll preparation. Vice President for Fortex and Production makes sure that the production meets the demand, finds ways to minimize cost in producing a competitive quality product, maximizes the utilization of the production facilities, and solves production issues. Vice President for Fortex Finance makes decisions including planning, acquiring, and utilization of funds. The functions of the finance manager are investing decisions, financing decisions, operating decisions, and declaring dividends. Investing decisions deals with managing the assets of the firms. Some of the examples of investment decisions are the allocation of funds, determination of the funds that a firm can put into investment, evaluation and selection of capital investment proposal. Financing decisions includes making decisions on how to finance the long-term investments, expansions or acquisition of new land, and working capital, which deals with the day-to-day operations of the company. payment of rent and utilities, purchase of raw materials. The finance manager must determine the right capital structure of the company. Capital structure refers to how much the total asset is financed by the debt, like loans, or equity, like stocks or bonds. Operating decisions deals with working capital management. Working capital refers to short-term assets and short-term liabilities. Inventory, receivables, cash, and short-term investments are examples of short-term assets. Accounts payable and short-term investments are examples of short-term liabilities. Working capital management helps the firm to ensure that the firm has sufficient resources to finance the day-to-day operations. But if the management is aggressive, they will take the risk to use either long-term or short-term sources, or even the combination of the sources. Declaration of dividends refers to the determination of how much dividends are to be distributed to the shareholders, frequency of payments, and amounts to be retained by the firm. Dividend is a portion of profit or payment made by a corporation to its shareholders. There are certain conditions before a company can declare dividends. 1. The company must have enough retained earnings, accumulated profits, to support cash dividend declaration. 2. They must have enough cash,